I want to take this opportunity to recognize all the leaders who are here, the management of Catholic University. I'm really pleased once again to be welcomed at this great university. Leaders are here. I came here for the Female Leaders Conference, but I can see also gentlemen here. It's a good show because it has so many challenges, because as a leader, you have to solve so many things, and you might not even know what that field looks like. I always tell fellow leaders in Parliament that leadership, a leader is the most ignorant person in life. The most ignorant, and underline the word ignorant in capital. Why am I saying so? Because as a leader, you have a line, you have your profession. But as a leader, all teachers, as a profession, want you to know everything about teaching, about their profession, and take care of their interests. All doctors want you to know about medicine and medical issues, yet you are not a doctor, and you take care of their interests. All journalists, all advocates want you to take care of their interests. All bishops and fathers and bishops and pastors want you to take care of their interests, and maybe you don't even know the way to heaven. You don't know much about spirituality. Including all thieves want you to take care of their interests, yet you know nothing about thievery. Then it makes you an ignorant leader. So what is the solution the moment you realize that you are a leader and you are ignorant? Leadership is the only bus that you drive from the back. The only bus that you drive from the back is the leadership bus, so that you allow all students to guide you, you allow all doctors to guide you, you allow all bishops and fathers to guide you, you allow also all thieves to guide you. That is the only way you can succeed in leadership. And I want to advise you, ladies and gentlemen, that in the political leadership, some of you will end up being political leaders, some of you will end up being leaders in the corporate world, and some of you will be leaders in your various families. Leadership in the political world entails working for the people. Have a dream. When I look at you, I started where you are. So when I look at you, I see myself. And when I look at myself, I see you. And I started from the student leadership. When I was the student organization of Nairobi University president, and also the president of Kenya University Students Organization. This is where I started, and this is where I am today. Therefore, there is no major difference between you and me. From where you are, in 2027, some of you here will be members of parliament. Some of you here will be women reps. Some of you here will be governors. Some of you here will be MCAs. Some of you here will be CEOs. Some of you here will be great husbands and wives in their families. And therefore, what made me grow is what I did during my tenure as a president of the University of Nairobi. And what did I do? I focused on service delivery, and it was service to the students. When help delayed, we went to look for help where it is hosted, at the help offices. I no longer see that. As student leaders, you don't do that. This issue of Maandamano did not start yesterday. It started way back, and it is enshrined in the Constitution in Article 37. It means that the drafters of that Constitution, breathe some life into that article. And that article shows that you are expressing your grievance. Nowadays, help is delayed. Student leaders do nothing about it. Your constituents who bestowed all their trust in you sometimes get disappointed because you don't take care of their interest. You don't represent their interest. I see student leaders every day in State House, every day with big people in quotes in government. You are bigger than those people. As a student leader, you are bigger than those people. The moment you know that, then your dream will always continue growing. The only reason why I succeeded at the helm of student leadership is because I did not decide to work for the government nor the administration, but I worked with the administration, but not for the administration. It means that we sat, we talked about student issues, we came up with solutions. So as a student leader, do not rush so much into government. Those offices are always changed every electioneering cycle, or even before election comes. They are changed. Today, you are the best friend to a cabinet secretary for education. Tomorrow, they will be reshuffling. What will you say about that? So therefore, you need to focus about your constituents. That is the common denominator. Those constituents will never forget about you in the foreseeable future. Make sure that they get help on time. Make sure that if there are serious issues of university fee increment, Father who is seated here, our mom, the assistant dean who is seated here, these are parents. You are our brothers and sisters. But if they can just open their hearts, they will tell you that it is very tedious and very hectic to educate a child. And therefore, if varsity fees is increased, so many people will drop out. So many people will not access education. What are student leaders doing about it? Is the right decision to go to State House? Just because you think State House is big, you are bigger than that State House. You are the one who makes that State House. So you should not rush there. I want you to open your eyes as student leaders, because tomorrow you will be judged by what you did as a student leader. So please work for the comrades. That is what I did. Because the next question you'd ask me is, Babu, how did you get there? How I got here is through hard work. As a leader, you must dream. Dream big. Dream and know what you're supposed to achieve next. What is your ambition? What is your vision? If dreaming is free, why don't you just dream? But dreams are just mere dreams if you don't focus, if you don't work hard. And there must be grit as you work hard. You must work hard towards your vision. That is the only way you will succeed. Are we together? So leaders, I know that you are going to be somebody in this nation. The ladies who are here, you need to lead the right way. You don't have to have all the solutions, all the answers to the challenges in life, but focus on progress rather than perfection. Focus on progress rather than perfection. Nobody is perfect. Just make sure you are moving. Better be moving. And I always say that if you can't fly, you better run. If you can't run, you better walk. If you can't walk, you better crawl. And if you can't crawl, you better roll. But you better be moving. Let's get moving. Now, the next type of leadership is leadership in our families. As a lady, what kind of a family do you want to lead? Because you as a lady you must focus on providing leadership in the family. You as a man, you must provide leadership in the family. Because even the Bible says that if you can't manage a family, then you can't manage God's people beyond that, because there are many. So you must start by managing the basic unit, which is a family. As a lady, what type of a man, what type of choices do you want to make? Because in future, either you are dating now, or you will date, or you will get married. Same to the gentlemen who are here. Same decision. What kind of a lady do you want in life? For ladies, make sure you get a man who can communicate with you. Make sure you get a man who is purposeful in life. Make sure you get a man who can provide in life. And provision involves two things: providing materially and providing emotionally. Are we together? And make sure you get a man who is prayerful. You don't have to be so religious like father, but just have a relationship with God. Are we together? But even if you can be religious, be religious. Are we together? Then, for our men. And then you must get a man who will respect, who will love you. A man who will love you. Ladies are meant to be loved. For ladies, you have to know that the only thing you do to a man is to tame his ego. If you can manage the ego of a man, you will take care of that man, you will control that man. For men, if you can manage the emotions of a woman, then that woman is all yours. Are we together? So for men, this is leadership. Are we communicating? For men, you have to get a lady who will submit. The Bible says that husbands, love your wives as Christ loved the church. And the same Bible tells the wives to submit to their husband. That submission is an act of respect. Show respect. Are we together? So get a lady who will respect you. That is very important. Ladies, men don't need love. Men need respect. And men, ladies don't need any other thing except love. Ladies need love. Men need respect. These things, you know them, right? Now, that involves leadership, because you have to make the right decision in your families. And the food to men are only two. Foods to men are two. The food that you eat and the other food, only two. Food for men is the food that you eat and sex. And sex is at the right time. Are we together? Father, see at nimeharibu mambo hapo. These are our brothers and sisters. They need to know this thing. Sinikweli, these are adults. And food to women are how many? Men. Food to women are also two: appreciation and communication.